This is the hot topic of the day. Everyone is talking about his relationship with his son. He claims to love his son with every word, yet in truth, it's all just an attempt to justify his own actions. Once the official doors close behind him, he's left sitting alone smoking a cigar, whereas his son is proudly boasting about the new luxury car they purchased, absolutely overjoyed. Mike feels much better, but when he gets home, he hears his wife wants to return those gifts. Listening to the kids begging, his feelings get all tangled up. At that moment, he realizes he's failing as a dad. Solution? He grabs the remote like it's a magic wand. He thinks, finally, my wish is coming true, but the news from his boss and neighbor leaves him speechless. His former assistant turned into a dude, and the gap between father and son just keeps widening. Mike wants to mend things, but they end up bickering again. The remote control begins to beep, as though serving as a reminder of the year that has passed, highlighting how much the kids have grown up during that time. His wife stares at the changed husband, and they've swapped the big dog for a little pup. He clearly missed out on so much this year. I understand now, I love you. Do you still hold the same affection for me? Of course, I love you too. Mike am really confused. No, I will change. I'll strive to become even more perfect. Don't leave, don't run away. Please, I'll cease my work. Father and son reconcile, and the remote fast forwards again. Mike hasn't even called yet, but he's already lurking in the shadows. The attendant says the remote isn't broken, it's just on autopilot, fast forwarding to the parts he hates. Fast forwarding through a year, he's now mastered Mike's lifestyle. No time to shower, no time to freshen up. Mike wants to return it, but the attendant warns him that just a second ago he wanted it, and now he doesn't. The remote remains stubborn, and Mike is still standing on it. The remote control got smashed, but just before he could express his delight, it popped back up above his head, making Mike fly into a rage instantly. The attendant warns Mike not to get undressed, or he'll only be able to pop out in one location. A new day begins, and Mike starts dodging everything. He even skips washing up in the morning, cruising around in a bathrobe. However, his bathrobe is like a neon sign, infuriating his boss, who demands he give it his all. Upon waking up once more, Mike is astonished to find himself now the CEO. This moment of fast-forwarding truly propels him 10 years into the future. It isn't until he heads to the restroom that he realizes how severe things have gotten. His life is flipped upside down. He walks home and instinctively calls for his wife, only to find the person on the couch is his son, who seems rebellious. Mike grabs his wife for a hug, only to be interrupted by a shout. He didn't expect Ted ballooned and gotten a divorce. Amid his wife's pulling, he remembers the remote. The slip-up from 10 years ago has led to this, and he realizes what he's missed. He yells, and the guardian shows up, summarizing in one sentence, "It's all Mike's fault. You can't work from home." No, this isn't right. You've lied to your wife, lied to yourself, and you can't lie to others. You can't change what's already happened, but you're still young. Realizing he has time, he grabs paper and pen, ready to win his wife back. Suddenly, he remembers something. Can you feel time slipping away? His wife is still venting her feelings. At that moment, the pup leaps at him, and Mike bumps his head. The remote beeps again, and this time he skips the sickness. When he wakes up, his wife is right in front of him, and Mike thinks everything is a dream. He's never been this healthy. This jump takes him another 6 years ahead, and his wife is with the other guy. Their relationship has soured completely, and his wife is utterly disappointed in Mike, with no chance of reconciliation left. Mike now has his own construction company, and it's huge, yet there's not a trace of excitement on his face. A shout comes from his son, who's lost weight and now holds actual control of the company, leaving Mike feeling sentimental. But the family has already grown cold, sensing the ups and downs, and while Mike wants to chat a bit more, his son is buried in work. He says he's leaving, but then suddenly stops. "Let's spend some time together, shall we? Let's go get ice cream. I know your mom won't come, but you, Shinhumte, Grandpa. This is a great place." Mike brings up Grandpa, prompting his son to rush and pour him water before slowly revealing the news of Grandpa's passing. Mike can't stop crying, realizing how much he's missed, and finally understands just how important family is. What's lost is indeed precious beyond measure. With tears streaming down his face, he leaves, comforting his son not to worry, all while struggling to hide his guilt as he hugs him tightly. He visits his father's grave, thinking to himself, "I tried pressing rewind, but unfortunately, nothing happens, which causes his defenses to crumble once again, yet he knows precisely where to go. He returns to the last place he saw his father, but he's still too busy to notice his son's brilliant ideas. The door swings open, revealing his father, who in Mike's memory was still so strong, but now seems to have aged overnight. His father suggests having a men's night with the grandkids, but Mike doesn't even lift his head to consider it. His father fixes his gaze intently on his son, then shamefully lowers his head, filled with self-pity. How could his son have turned out like this? He is well aware that his father is soon to depart. Just a little reluctance. His father doesn't know how to call him back and doesn't stop. Mike's words disrupt everything, rewinding time once again. He walks over to his father's side, listening to his father say, "I love you, son," over and over again, each instance feeling like a knife twisting in his heart, before gradually returning to reality. Wandering at his father's grave, that coin symbolizes the unfillable void. It's only at this moment Mike realizes the guardian is a death angel. His own father was taken away by him, and at this moment, the angel appears once more,